cool, sunny day today. Which was much better than yesterday. It was a cold, rainy day. Got a lot of cat activity. How about the last 4 days, man? Pretty cool shit going on. How incredible. I don't know about you folks, but I watched today when President Trump was in North Carolina area, Western Carolina. And he let a bunch of those hillbillies talk, and it was fucking great. And I just don't know if anybody's been doing this. He's just letting the people, he's bringing it right to the people and making the press follow him in there. And these people, you know, he talked about getting rid of FEMA because it's a waste. Think about it, folks. Why are we paying, who knows what the head of FEMA makes? Several $100,000 of some other, and no doubt. Plus there's probably like 10 vice whatevers, and there's probably, the bureaucracy probably eats up untold millions of dollars. And that's before they have to decide. Then they talk about, they go into all these areas, they don't know what to do, they overpower the people who do know what to do, they argue, it's just a shit show. So Trump's talking about real people, he kind of mentions we gotta look at FEMA and it's a waste, we probably should get rid of it. Then all the reporters want to ask, what's your timetable on getting rid of FEMA? And I mean, they're sitting literally in front of a house, or standing in front of a house in North Carolina that's just destroyed with those families. And these people are just, the shallowness, because they don't care. They don't live that life. They never would, never could. And they don't understand how richer those people's lives are than their shallow chasing after popularity and shit like that, man. Those people have, you know, people who care, genuinely care about them and stuff, and that they cared about and would help them and stuff. And none of those people in DC and New York City and Massachusetts have anything like that. Just despicable people in all those areas. Los Angeles. Fuck those. All those assholes in Hollywood are assholes, man. From the actors to the fucking stuntmen to the fucking people who do the hair and the nails. They're all assholes. Shallow, disgusting human beings, man. You know? They all are, and that's just the reality. You hold those people as your idols, you're a fucking idiot. And all you shitheads are still gonna vote for Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass out there, aren't you? Because you're just so much smarter. Whoa, whoa. how time slips away. I'm gonna go down. I guess I'll see you around. But I don't know when though, when I'll be back in town. But remember what I tell you, that in time you're gonna pay. Oh, it's surprising how time slipped away. It's fun though to do that phrasing, but yeah, I don't know, man. I get too. I don't know. I think it works all right though. I think I got the gist of the groove on that one. There's another one, like, you know, I didn't sit down. I don't know if that's exactly like doing all that. You know, but it feels like just kind of, you know, you go and look up the lyrics, get the basic chords, you know. I think actually I was watching something on the YouTube about a Willie. It was a Willie documentary of some kind. They have a lot of ones. You don't know, you know, who does them or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they do. But it was a good one. And I just started playing it, you know. They had shown it up there, and then I played it after. What would happen with that is I would just try and be like, I just pick a chord, you know. So I think I just went with it because it felt like it was D. Maybe I didn't know it was D. And then I went through it and figured it out. And then I went and looked, and the only chord I didn't have was this. It's A6. I was probably doing a G7 there or something, you know. Fun times, man. Good old Willie. Willie's coming back to Florida. He's playing on Clearwater at that new place, which I'll never go. If he was to come to the Strawberry Festival, which is the end of February, first week of March, I'd go to that. But I'm not paying no more of those $100 tickets. I've seen them all. The only one I would possibly contemplate doing that for, and I may do it because I think he's coming around this summer, is Neil. Fucking dick. And Van. I've only seen Van like 3 or 4 times. And Van Morrison's the one guy, he's got a real band. Like, not many of you understand because you still just listen to Moondance from 1971 or something. He's put out like an album a year for like the last 10 years. And like 3/4 of them have been original song. But his band is like an old school R&B band. You know, all the people in it are top notch, and it's just hard hitting, turn on a dime, and he does a lot of standards and a lot of new tunes that are in it's awesome, is what I'm trying to tell you. And you gotta understand that what Van Morrison's doing is just a whole different thing, you know. And Dylan, even to a certain extent, he's playing his original songs, but his band they probably could, but it's a different style of music. You know, Van's got horns and it's a organ and driving. But anyway, you know, and Neil's still doing a lot of original music or old ones, but his songs are living. You know, he does Cortez the Killer, but it's not stale. It's just not. There's just a difference. And it's funny because I'm reading a book by Bill German, who did the Rolling Stones Beggar's Banquet, which was became their official newsletter. It started like 1980, you know, he's telling the stories. And right now I'm going through, he's just talking about the Steel Wheels tour, which was the comeback one. And he was close to Woody and Keith through the 80s and up till this point still. But it talks about Steel Wheels was the start of like the corporate, and he was having trouble having access to any of them. And when push comes to shove, a guy like Woody and Keith, they're good guys, but they're not going to fight, They're, you know what I mean. And, but also the big thing was that Mick, after he had a solo tour in the mid-'80s, when they were on kind of having their little itsy fit, and he came back wanting to recreate, like that's when they started using, which I do not like the piped in, the conga drums to start Sympathy for the Devil. They play to a track. Fuck that, man. The Sympathy for the Devil on Get Your Yayas Out is better than any one they've ever done. That style, which was just, they did it all just using guitars. I just don't like it. But they talks about, Keith was kind of in charge of the band, but Mick came back, after they got back together with Steel Wheels, and he wanted to make the songs much more like the album because he felt that's what people like. And that's that thing. I mean, it's so aggravating being a Stones fan with Mick because he's obviously got great taste, and his whole thing. He was the guy sending away to get those Chuck Berry and Muddy Waters albums. One of those key people who took the step, and that's because he was looking, and it seems like he's kept doing that, but it led to things like Mixed Emotions, which they ended up getting sued by Katie Lang because the melody was so close to Constant Craving, but it was another attempt by Mick to kind of go with the mainstream, and it just is so much better when a band like the Stones just is the Stones. And I'm not saying but just write original songs the way you do it, and it's still great. You come up with a fucking Emotional Rescue or Miss You, which is like a blues turned into a disco, but that's what's aggravating, but that's also the yin and yang. Like Keith is like, I love reading, you read about, there was something, a Charlie interview probably after he died, probably an old one, but just talking about how him and Keith, they like to get like those box sets of the old jazz and blues guys and just sit at home and read all that and go through like the whole career of, but everything from Western swing to, Charlie with Charlie Parker and just all the old stuff. And then he's like, Mick doesn't like old stuff, but he does. Because David Bowie had one of the hugest old blues collections of all those rockers and stuff, and you would not think that, But yet, Let It Dance with Stevie Ray Vaughan just came in and just played like Albert King licks, And then once you hear that, it's almost not. It's good to know that, but it also isn't, because now you directly hear, oh, that's Stevie Ray Vaughan, and it kind of takes away a little bit. I didn't know that at the time, Although I was hip to Stevie Ray Vaughan, I had the vinyl. I was in like high school of Soul to Soul and Texas Flood. Soul to Soul, anyways. I know I had that one, but I never saw him live, unfortunately. So, you know what I'm saying? That was just a nice, aimless talk. Destination unknown. Like a complete unknown. Like rolling a bone. How does it feel? Look at that there. Ooh, that's a good one. You want to do that one? Oh, what's going on? In other news, but this is pretty intense, it seems to me, what Trump's doing. And he's just, I don't know, man. If you're not cool with what he's doing, you're a fucking asshole. Because say what you want, man. Left or right, I don't recall any of us ever being cool with the way the government handled anything. And he's just full accountability. Talking to real people and just letting them talk and asking them questions, like serious questions, and is right there. He's just doing it. He's like, I'm bringing it to the people, dude. That fucker doesn't have nothing to gain for you assholes who think his friends and blah, blah. And if it is his friends, it's because his friends are the people who create jobs for everybody else, you fucking simpletons. I mean, you fucking people are so fucking idiotic. Like, I was on the dead net. I go on there to check, talk about the next Dave's picks. And they have this one, I saw, it's called the new current events or something, like the New England Blues. But I read the first couple and they're like, you believe this country about hate? And I've heard rhetoric like, due to all these ICE. Dude, they've come right out even on CNN. We're going after the worst first. These are people, MS-13, rapists, fucking murderers. And these people are like, they shouldn't be doing this. You simpletons. Are you really that fucking willfully ignorant? I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's not a sensible person in the world, including the people getting round up, who don't know this is what should be done. I bet if you asked these people and just thought it wasn't going to make it worse for themselves, they'd go, yeah, it's totally sensible what they're doing to us. Oh, God. So here's a fucking song from a bunch of idiots who will still vote for these fucking liberal shitheads. Sorry, man. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. Mama's in the kitchen cooking dinner real nice. Beef stew on the stove, only salmon on the ice. We eat and drink and we sing all day. Honey Kapila in the old Hawaiian way. On the island, do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. We go grandma's house on the weekend clean yard. Cause if we don't go, grandma got to work hard. You know my grandma, she like boy real sour. I love my grandma every minute, every hour. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. What the hell? Just. And it just, that thing, don't think about it, that, it just got, That's the problem with cats. Even short hairs, there's just always, and I don't even know that I've been there, but Pretty good with the cats I got here and the hair, but there's still hair everywhere. But that's John Cruise, of course. Worth checking out. He fucking came to like Jacksonville like in August or something. I just couldn't go. Frustrating thing about him is he has 2 cool albums. They came out like the last one was 2010, maybe 2014. Too long, dude. I mean, he put out a live album, you know? He's got some cool videos, like just live in Hawaii, like sitting on the porch sort of videos, and, you know, shit, but it's frustrating. I mean, you got to put more music out there, man. You know, I think I've even emailed them and shit and been like, what the hell can I do? I get, you know, I don't know. Like offering to be like, fucking come around here, I'll help. But the Hawaii, another one of those just so left-leaning places that, folks, these people don't care about you. Democratic politicians, if you got a D after your thing, it means douchebag. Not all they go into politics to make millions. Very few of them have had actual jobs. And look, and I don't mean a non-profit or a public defender like Joe Biden, shit like that. I mean real jobs where the real taxes and regulations affect you and you're like, what the fuck? And it's because these useless politicians who can't create anything have to get things to fund their raising salaries. The water person in like, I don't even know if it's California, if it's just LA County, makes like $700,000 a year. You people deserve every fucking thing that happens to you. And not the hardworking people who probably didn't even vote. So there's something to be said there. But you fucking rich motherfuckers out there, fuck you. You know? Fuck you. Just fuck you. You know, fuck you. I mean, the people in Hollywood are such bad people too. You know, type of people, they all fucking cheat on each other and shit and fucking just no respect for anything. Just deserve every bad thing that befalls them, man. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate to feel that way. I obviously hardworking, honest people, I don't wish befall anything. But these people, like there's that video right now, the viral one of that rich lady running up to Gavin Newsom and he's pretending he's calling the president and just keeps one lie leads to the next. He keeps saying literally, literally, literally. And she's wearing a mask and somebody's following her as a reporter. And then I saw her get interviewed later on Fox and I did not get the impression she will not vote for Gavin Newsom again. And they think and the look on her face was just like, I know what you're trying to get me to say. And hard to fucking feel too bad for people like that. Do you understand a forest fire? If there's less fuel, which is the leaves and old trees and new trees, all just the stuff. If there's less of it, it's less intense fire. So if you clear out that underbrush, that's a very important thing. It's not even about the water. I mean, having an empty reservoir is inexcusable. But I mean, even if, I assume they could have still filled that one and done their little fish thing. But if you had just done the clearing, that right there, it would have just been like forest fires. And you could probably just send people to perimeter where the houses started. And any normal, sane person, even with 100-mile-an-hour winds, having less to burn there so it doesn't go up into the crowns of the trees and stuff and jump and stuff like that. And I know it would have been tough, but no sane person can say it wouldn't have lessened the intensity of the burn because it's just a scientific fact. You know? So, you know, any of my harsh comments are directed at those rich people who throw the fundraisers for Kamala Harris and Barack Obama and the Clintons and Karen Basses who don't give a fuck about you. All they're caring about is their resume and how they look to their peer group of fucking shallow fucking losers. So you keep voting for these people, no matter how nice a person you are. And I don't doubt that all these people are nice. They're nice. If you're at a pool party with them, they're nice. I understand that. But they're also the people, hey, who was that guy I was talking to wearing the MAGA hat? If you were. You know, like if you've seen, there's a good video right now of the Rebel News guy, Avi Yemeni, I believe his name is. He's at Davos, but he's trying to interview Larry Fink, the owner of BlackRock. And he follows him down the street, him and his cohort, for about 10 minutes just asking him questions. And the guy never says a word. This is Larry Fink, richest investment fund in the world. And Larry Fink turns and takes a picture of each of them. These are press. They're wearing press. They work for press. They've been around. Is that not a threat? These are who they are. And they don't think they will not answer for that. Anybody who defends that, you know what? You get a chance to fucking spit at Larry Fink, do it. This is the worldwide, at the All Cosmos Wedgie Brigade. You get a chance to grab Larry Fink and give him a wedgie, you do it. Don't try and hurt him, just wedgie him. Hurt their pride. Show them that they're vulnerable. That's the key. These people think they're beyond touch, beyond reach. They need to be reminded they're vulnerable. It's like that Karen Bass. She still hasn't had the class to come out and show. Even her messages now, she's smiling. We'll all get through this together. Kumbaya bullshit. You people are fools. Can't expect fucking the country to sit there and watch what's going on. From the outside, it's very obvious. You people are fools. You can't expect us to just continually come to your rescue while you do foolish things. This is ridiculous, folks. True. You really need to be a parented sometimes and say no to things. And go, yeah, that'd be good, but this is more important. Over bridge of sighs, to rest my eyes in shades of green, under dreaming spires, to Itchy Park, that's where I've been. What did you do there? I got high, what did you feel there? Well, I cried, what did you teach there? Well, I cried. Teach for a place called Haole Flux. Gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. Ow, werewolves of London. Ow, ow, werewolves of London. Ow. You hear them howling around your kitchen door. You better not let them in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of London again. Ow, werewolves of London. Ow, ow, werewolves of London. He's a hairy-minded gent who ran amok in Kent. Lately, he's been overheard in Mayfair. Better stay away from him, Jim. He'll rip your lungs out, Jim. Like to meet his tailor. Ha! Ow, werewolves of London. Ow! Ow, werewolves of London. I saw Lon Chaney walking with a queen, doing the werewolves of London. I saw Lon Chaney Jr. walking with the queen, doing the werewolves of London. I saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada and Trader Vic's, and his hair was perfect. Woo! Ow, werewolves of London. Ow, ow, werewolves of London. Ow, well, I was feeling sort of bad now. But I asked my family doctor about what I had now. I said, "Now, doctor, Mr. MD, I got the fever. Oh, help me." He said, "Yeah, yeah, 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 all you need. All you really need is good love. Got to have loving, baby, good loving, little love. So come on, baby, oh, squeeze me tight. Don't you want your daddy to be alright?" I said, "Now, baby, oh, it's for sure. You got the Well, we'll cut it there. I kind of don't want to deal with upload issues. So all I'm asking, folks, think, man. These grifters, Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom, are charlatans, man. They're just out there to go, look what I did, look what I am, how I'm the first this, I've done that. They're bullshitters. And they want to live in luxury, and they want to live a natural, very vibrant life, a normal life, and they don't want you to anymore so that they can. And if you don't understand that, man, you need to stop paying attention to the mainstream media. And, that saying, just stop that. I'm not saying go to anywhere else. Stop that. And things will kind of become clearer to you. And listen to people in your community if you have them, If you're in the city, you're fucked. You're an idiot anyways. You ain't ever going to convince me living in New York City is cool. Never. Sorry. Not happening. There ain't nothing cool about living in New York or being a New Yorker. No offense, folks. All right, man, I could go on. It's just so frustrating.